we voted against our self-interest. If we're being honest, if we want to be
You're
honest,
talking about
my
taxes.
my taxes would have gone down.
Same.
But I didn't vote for my taxes to go down. I voted for the collective because I don't want to see my neighbor. I don't want to see my neighbor hurt. I don't want to see my aunt, a former teacher who lives on Social Security, $1,000 a month. Without my help, what does $1,000 a month do for a lifelong teacher living in New York City? Not much, right? So when I look at these kinds of the discussions that we're having, people like us who try to warn everyone, this is Project 2025. We're going to be okay. You are not. I am voting against my own self-interest. I'm voting for the collective. I'm voting for Social Security. I'm voting for Medicaid.
Oh
I'm
my
voting
God.
for Medicare, things that I won't need. I'm voting for health care. I'm voting for education, public education. I sent my kids to private school, but I'm voting and paying taxes for public education. I don't want vouchers because all that vouchers do is rich people are going to take those vouchers and put their kids in private school and use their vouchers for that. I'm voting for trans right. I'm not trans. I'm voting for people. I'm voting for LGBTQ plus rights. I'm not gay, but I want my loved ones to be able to love who they love and marry who they love. I am voting for everyone else. And what people seem to have, I'm voting for veterans. I didn't serve. I have family members that serve, but I voted for veterans because I want them to get the services that they deserve for defending our liberties. What is happening? You have a co-president who is an unelected, uh, uh, uncertified cabinet member, basically, Elon Musk
White
running
House advisor. Yeah.
an agency that is not a congressionally appointed agency, taking not a scalpel but a hammer to our federal government and piece by piece and bit by bit dismantling all the things that we have worked for. We're talking about Social Security. That this is from LBJ. This is from Johnson. We're talking about, the Rights Act of 65. We're talking about civil rights from 64. This goes way, way back. This is very, very deep. This is the privatization of government. And when you look at history, because if you don't know the past becomes prologue. I'm telling your viewers, and you and I, Don, we've had this conversation. When you don't understand history, your past is going to become prologue. The privatization of government never works. You know who has millions and millions and millions and now billions of dollars of government contracts? Elon Musk does.
Hmm.
Elon Musk has that. So our government is paying the billionaires, and the billionaires, the trickle down theory does not work. The billionaires are not going to start employing other people. They're going to put more money into their pockets, more money into their businesses. That's the grift here. That is the grift. And so and why do they want to gut education? Because a less educated America is a permanent working underclass. You can pay those people a lot less. You can make a lot more that way.
And control
Why?
them.
And you can control them. And that's why when you look at the stats, and I got some flack for saying college educated people voted in vast numbers for Democrats, whereas non-college educated people voted for Republicans. Well, we're seeing that come to pass, right?
Mm.
Those that are non-college educated are parts, it's the reason why Trump said, I like the highly uneducated. I'm loosely quoting that, but he
Oh, the
wants
poorly educated.
I like the poorly educated because the more educated you are, the more critical thinking skills you may have. I'm not talking about self-educated people who read. I'm just talking about people our public school system is failing them. Those are the people that are going to be harmed the most. The
Yeah.
most. If Democrats were really, really smart, they would really figure out a way to provide free college education for everyone. That's what Joe Biden was trying to do. That's why he wanted to get rid of that student debt, because the more educated your country is, the more you understand what is at stake in terms of your vote.
Well, and if
That's
you
the bottom line.
look at the countries that that really place a premium on education, they don't make it harder. They don't put hurdles for people to get education. They get education free or whatever that are subsidized. They have
Absolutely.
free healthcare, universal healthcare,
Absolutely.
and they are among they don't work their butts off so that
Nope.
they can
Top 10. Top 10 in happiness. Top 10 in the world.
go off, Sonny.
Top 10 in the world. Autocrats, dictators do not like the educated.
Yeah.
I would say what is the most, I've been asked this often on The View, I've been asked this off of The View. What are you most concerned about? I'm most concerned about our failing education system, the fact that we don't pay our teachers enough, the fact that we're erasing our history, and the fact that people now will not know any better than to vote for these lies, because they are lies. But you can't discern the lies if you don't know how to work the computer, if you don't know how to do your research, if you don't know your history. That is just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. I am a proud recipient of an educational opportunity program grant. That's how I went to college. Yes. Did I get skipped a grade? Yes. Did I start high school at 12? Yes. Did I start college at 16? Yes. Was I the top of my class? Yes, I was. But guess what? I grew up in the Bronx projects with no money. I had no money to go to college. You know who stepped in? The federal government. And I am sitting here today educating other people because I was educated because the federal government paid my way. Law school, same thing. Couldn't go. Federal government paid my way.
Well, let
And the
me.
smarter you are, the more outspoken you are, the more education you have, the better you can speak truth to power. And that's what I choose to do every single day. And do I get my death threats? Yes, I do. Keep them freaking coming because I'm going to tell the truth. I'm trying to save this country.
Yeah, same
And
here.
I'm not going anywhere. So stop sending me letters about how I need to go back to Africa and how I need to go to Puerto Rico. By the way, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Stop telling me to get out of here because I'm here to stay.
If you don't like it, get out. Well, there are things that they don't like about I'm talking about the MAGA, and they don't get out. But Sonny, I got to ask you something, because according to what I hear and what I read about you and me, especially you, well, I'm not going to speak for myself, but you're a DEI hire.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Apparently, I
okay.
am. And you
Okay.
know what? One thing I want to say about DEI, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion, I believe in diversity. I believe in equity. I believe in inclusion. And if you don't believe in diversity and you don't believe that people should be treated the same, equally, equity, and if you don't believe that people should be included, I question you. I don't question me. I don't question my qualifications.
Yeah.
What diversity, equity, inclusion means is that it gives people opportunity where opportunity didn't exist.
Right.
Not people with less qualifications. Oftentimes, it's people with more
More
qualifications.
qualifications. Yeah.
One of the programs that the Trump administration has decided to get rid of is the honors program at the Department of Justice. I can tell you, I was an honors program person at the Department of Justice. I got into the Department of Justice working at the Antitrust Division, which is actually the highest level at the Department of Justice. It was a full meritocracy. Isn't that what
Mm,
we want? We
yeah.
want a meritocracy. Race blind. I got in. So, hello. Did my diversity help me? I don't think so. Was it equitable? Yeah, it was. Was it inclusive? Not so much. I was one of the only people that looked like that, that looked the way that I looked, but I had the grades and the experience to get in. That program, for some reason, is now gone. That
Well,
program is now gone. And when you look at Trump's cabinet, I want to know, why is Pete Hegseth more qualified than his predecessor? Why is Trump more qualified than, let's say, a Kamala Harris or a Barack Obama? Why is Marco Rubio, who they say is so qualified, why is he more qualified than Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State? What I'm seeing is a vast amount of mediocrity. Do we want mediocrity running our country? I don't, because when
that's what we
mediocrity
have.
runs the country, veterans lose their benefits. I think we can all agree on one thing.
Right.
You fight for this country like my family has since the beginning of time, you deserve to be taken care of the way you took care of us, the way you took care of our liberties. That's going to be taken away.
Amen, sister.
Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate